Well, today, guys, I'll be explaining one of my reads, and I just hope you guys like it. So, the one I chose is Dear Panama. It was written on September 6th, 2019. Um, the reason why I chose this specific one is because I'm Panamanian, of course, and I just want to speak to my people more than anything. So, this is how it goes. Dear Panama, September 6th, 2019. Panama, why would I blame you? Blaming yourself will be like being mad at the Indian American Christian of today. Although I have every right to be a little disappointed, I too am worthy of the American name. Stand for what you believe so you won't fall for anything. I know you have heard this before. It is beyond our power what we are born into, although we are fully responsible of the obvious, of the accessible. The truth hurts even more when it's not in your favor, because propaganda has played an important role in the lives of all blacks. Teachers have failed us all studying what they want you to study, but your laziness prevented you from going further. Look in the mirror and say to yourself, what do you see? Now do it again. But this time when you answer your question, respond without emotion. Dear Panama, what do you see? And that's the end. So I'm gonna explain stanza by stanza what I meant or what the purpose was. The first one that says, Panama, why would I blame you? Blaming yourself would be like being mad at the Indian American Christian of today. Although I have every right to be a little disappointed. This right there, I'm asking, why would I blame you? I know for sure that you have no fault in this because it's like you don't know about it. But I do have the right to feel a little disappointed because you can know about it, you know the obvious, you see yourself every day. And this is why I said blaming yourself will be like being mad at the Indian American Christian of today. Because if you know, there's a lot of Indians American Christians today, and of course the history tells you exactly what I mean by that. And if you don't know, then it's just for you to find out, I too am worthy of the American name. We all are from America, America, it's a continent. It's not just a country. And that is just one thing that a lot of us don't know. And this is why I just wrote that. I just want everyone to know and just get that out of their mind that America, it's a country. America, it's a continent. Stand for what you believe so you won't fall for anything in life. And when you reach a specific age, you have to be clear in your beliefs. You have to be clear who you follow, what you believe in, because if you don't, then anybody can just come to you and tell you anything, and you will fall like a fool, strictly, just like it says right there. I know you have heard this before. I know there's people that have told you this before. This is not a rare thing, like I know you heard it before. I'm gonna say it again, stand for what you believe so you won't fall for anything. The next line says, it is beyond our power what we are born into. We don't choose where to be born. I was born in Panama. I didn't choose to be from Panama, although I was born in Panama, so I understand that is beyond our power. We have no control over that. But we are responsible of the obvious. When I said the obvious, it's when I see myself in the mirror, I know exactly what I'm looking at. That is the obvious. This is why I say that of the accessible meaning that, as I said before, it's right in front of you. It just take a mirror to see who you are, what you look like. So it's like, why not? Or like, why are you doubting it? You know, why you have to question it? The next stanza says, the truth hurts even more when it's not in your favor. And it's not in your favor because you don't want it to be. There's a lot of things that we think it's not in our favor just because we don't see the good in it, you know? So that's exactly why I just put it like that, the way I put it. Because propaganda has played an important role in the lives of all blacks. You know, whenever you see a beautiful lady, a beautiful black lady wearing a wig, and I know I'm gonna get a lot of comments because of this, but it's just the way I say things. Not to say that it's wrong, but a lot of people just see that as beauty, when in actuality, not to say that it's not beauty, but what you have, what you wear, what you was born with, it's also beauty, and we don't see that as often in our everyday life. You know, this is why I mentioned propaganda, because everything that we see, everything that surrounds us is propaganda. Literally, like you walk and you see something on a bus, that's propaganda. You see something on the train, that is propaganda. You see something, you see whatever you see that's around you, it's propaganda. So this is why I say that. And my next line says, teachers have failed us all, meaning that in a lot of schools there are curriculums that must be followed, you know. And even though there's things that needs to be added, a lot of them know exactly that there are things that are missing, although they can care less. This is why I say that teachers have failed us all. Studying what they want you to study, meaning that even though there's a curriculum that all teachers must follow, we all are aware that there are things that needs to be added, and yet not everyone makes the change, you know, to ensure that those that don't know, they make sure that they know, you know. I hope you do. But your laziness prevented you from going further. You know, it literally takes a few seconds just to take your phone and Google something. Just like how you Google how to get to a specific spot, how you Google how to make this, how to do this, you know. It's not that hard, you know. Look in the mirror and say to yourself, what do you see? That's my whole point. We don't really have to find like a lot with all of this, with all that I'm trying to say. It literally take you to look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, what do you see? Now do it again, but this time when you answer your question, respond without emotion. A lot of times we let our emotion take the best of us, and we refuse to see the real, what we are, who we are. And this is why whenever you making a decision, whenever you want to see the reality in things, you always have to make sure that you're not answering with your emotions, because your emotions are not always the best answer. Dear Panama, what do you see? You know, I had to make sure I put it. The last sentence had to be that, just because I just want to make sure that you get everything that I'm saying. Like, what do you see? You know, and it just basically food for thought for you to kind of like be aware of what it's being exposed to you, and just to like tell you to not lose yourself, because you know exactly who you are. So this is the end of the poem. I hope you guys like it, and I hope you guys understand the meaning behind all these words. I love my country, and I love everyone from there. This is like, I'm very proud to be from there. This is why I had to make sure that I write something for you guys. Thank you.